Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to quickly run through how to make this seasonal soup for October. Seasonal because we've got pears and parsnip as the main ingredients backed up with potatoes. So quickly go and watch the recipe and method, come back and I'll give it a taste. Okay, so the ingredients. We've got potatoes, there's about 500 grams here. Obviously we're going to peel and roughly chop them. There's the parsnips, 500 gram, again going to roughly chop them. One large onion, or if you've got to see here, I've got like 3 really quite small onions, so it's 1 large onion. You want 4 pears, 2 cloves of garlic, again you're going to peel and bash them, get into like a paste. We want 1 litre of stock, vegetable stock. I'm going to use this organic callow and it's got sriracha 6 cubes. So yeah, spicy and sweet, but you can use any stock. You just need to make sure you've got like 1 litre of hot stock. I've got yogurt, 50 grams of yogurt. You can use single cream or yogurt, totally dependent on what you want to use. And then I've got olive oil here, just the 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. So what we're going to do, chop the onions, chop the parsnip, potatoes, the pears, crush the garlic, make up some stock, and we've got the yogurt. So let's get going. So first of all, put the oil in the pan, then add your roughly chopped onions to the mix, and then you really want to get these like golden coloured. So give them a good stir, get about medium heat, and then when these are golden coloured I'll come back. Okay, so now we've got the onions to a stage where I'm happy with. You could push it a bit further if you wanted to. Some crispy onions in there, some golden, translucent. Now what we need to do is add in the pear, potato, parsnip, garlic. Add all that in. And we need to basically constantly stir this for about 10 minutes. So keep stirring it for about 10 minutes, get it all mixed together, and we'll come back again to add a few pinches of salt. You could add some pepper, which I'll probably do a little bit later if I'm honest. A few pinches of salt in there. Right, so you can see it's been stirring all the way through, so about 10 minutes things are starting to soften. And what you want to do now is add that litre of stock. So any stock, vegetable stock probably best, but you can use any stock. Like I say, I'm using that sriracha stuff. So I'm just going to pour 1 litre in here. Now bring this up to a boil and then just let it simmer. What we're trying to do is soften all the veg. So all the veg that's in here, just want it to soften now. And we'll come back. So as you can see now, we've got it up to a boil. Now, just occasionally stir it, but you need to go on now for about 40 minutes because you really do want to soften the vegetables. So yeah, keep it on that sort of boil. Rough, like a hard simmer, if you want to call it, just under a boil, doesn't matter. Basically what we're trying to achieve is softening the vegetables. Then we'll get to the next point. Okay, so now we've had the boil for about between 35 and 40 minutes, but you can see now the veg is all soft. So this is a bit where now you need like a hand blender. Now if you haven't got one of them, I'm sure you could use like a a masher really. You just want to try and break up the veg now. So I'll get the hand blender out, show you that, but you could use a masher. If you do feel like you need to add a little bit more water at this stage, just get some boiled water and add it. But we're trying to get now like a smooth consistency. Also, it's worthwhile adding a little bit more salt and pepper at this stage. So we turned off the heat. Okay, so now we've turned off the heat. Just do a little bit, take it off the boil really. And then in with my blender. Okay, so now we've got a nice creamy texture. I'm just going to add a little bit of black pepper. And then add the yoghurt, which was at the showing you at the start in the recipe, just to add a little bit more creaminess to the dish. So yoghurt in. You could add single cream at this point. I just prefer using the yoghurt. Stir that in. There you can see a nice creamy parsnip, potato and pear soup. Put some in the dish now. Right, so let's get it in the dish. So I'm going to put some of the... This is probably best served with some homemade crusty bread, which you can see on another video. But yeah, people also add cream at this point, but no, I'm quite happy with that consistency. So there you go. That would do, I would say, about 6 servings of soup. So my idea is now to put some of this in. You can freeze it, and then I can have it for lunches throughout the week, and it just warms you up during autumn. There we go. Parsnip, pear, potato soup. Just garnished it with a bit of basil and mint, just for a bit of looks, to be honest. Nothing else. I think that will go nice with it anyway. And there you go, fresh baked loaf to go with it, which I think is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna give it a taste. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. So time for the taste test. And like I say, the mint and the basil is just a bit of decoration, but I think it'll go well anyway with this. So I did some home baked bread, took a slice off that, so I'm going to taste it. Looking forward to it. It's just something seasonal, something to warm you up, if I'm being honest. But yeah, mine's quite creamy, but you could loosen it off. Just add a little bit more water if you like. It's so good. People probably think, seriously, pear, but it works because parsnip's sweet, the pear's a little bit sweet, and the potato just draws it back a bit. And then you can put salt and pepper, and I use that sriracha stock, and that just gives it a little hint of spice. It's not a little spice, it's just a little hint. But you can take it out and you can use vegetable stock, chicken stock, whatever stock you've got, fresh stock, anything. Just make sure you use a litre, and then top up, which will loosen it to the consistency that you want. So there you go, that's my seasonal, easy seasonal soup. And you can just swap and change these. So I may do a few more soups just because of the time of the year. And it's fairly cheap to do as well. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers. And we'll see you on the next one.